Welcome to USA Global TV and Radio, where our mission is to provide education, entertainment, hope, and inspiration. USA Global TV and Radio connects you with experts and audiences all around the world every single day to help you succeed in business and to live a richer life. Visit us at usaglobaltv.com to learn about career and life-changing training and mentoring programs like the Listening Mentor. Subscribe to our newsletter to stay informed about our special programs and offers. Discover how you can become a guest on one of our shows or a host or producer of a USA Global TV and Radio show of your very own. That's USA Global TV and Radio, where the doctor is always in.
Hello, everyone. A big warm welcome to USA Global TV and Radio. We provide world-class education, entertainment, hope, and inspiration. I'm Dr. Jacalyn-Kerbeck, and our show today is the Mallorca Connection, and we're going to be talking about a very exciting topic for anyone and everyone. It's starting a new career, and this topic is starting a new career at age 60, but it could be any age. I know sometimes we become really waylaid with our age and what we can do, what we can't do. We're going to meet with the star of our show, Mr. Roland-friedl. He is a serial entrepreneur. He is an author. He's a entrepreneur. He is a coach, and he is doing something new. Let's find out what it is. Let's welcome him to this show. Roland, come on out. Hello.
Hello to Jacalyn. Hello to our audience. Thanks for having me back.
You. Yes, and as I mentioned the last show, you're so tan. I feel so. Oh, I need to get some color. How do you do it?
Working outside. I'm not on vacation. I'm just living and working outside most of the time, if possible.
What a great way. And for people who missed it, we just did a show about the healing power of the forest. And now this is a new topic for today. I love this topic, Roland, because when I was growing up, I'm 60, I'll be 61 in March, so I'm a little ahead of you. But when I was growing up, I was taught that it's cradle to grave for your career. You start with one company and you die there. And that was my goal. I was working for AT&T for 10 years, I think, and I thought I'd always be there. But today things are very different. And as you know, you're an entrepreneur, I'm an entrepreneur, and we've created our own businesses, and we've done it at various ages in our life. So age is just a number. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, absolutely. Age is just a number. That's absolutely fair. It's a number and what you have in your mind. But I become 60 this year, and I don't feel like 60. I'm full of power. I'm fit and healthy. I have no health issues. I'm full of energy. I'm full of ideas and still ideas and ideas. And the funny thing is, Dr. Jacalyn, I'm here. I 2 years ago moved into my motorhome from a huge house in Mallorca in a motorhome because I wanted to try this experience. We have all these young wildlifers you see on YouTube. This in the 20s and 30s. I said, no, I want to do this right now. I end up 50, and I'm becoming 60. And the thing is, I'm here just right here. I'm on a camping site. Normally I stay in the wild, but I'm here on a camping site because it's a cool place here. And the funny thing is, there are a lot of people from North Europe, retired people spending the winter fleeing from the cold Norway or Sweden or Germany or whatever. And they all talk about retirement, I'm 64. Next year I can retire. I'm 65. I have 2 more years, only 1 year. I said, what the heck are they talking about? I never want to retire, to be honest. I never want to retire.
I know, it's interesting. I was having a conversation with a friend recently, and the person was sharing that their whole goal in life is to have fun. And I said, how's it going? And the person said, it's a lot of stress. So I said, no career ambition. No, I'm done with that. I just want to have fun. Well, what could be so difficult about that? Well, it's difficult to find people to have fun with. And it's also difficult to find new things that are fun. But your career can be fun. Writing a book can be fun. I mean, there's so many things. It's all about your attitude and how you look at it. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I I remember my dad. He started with a company and retired with this company 40 years, 45 years later. And as you said, that's not working anymore, and this doesn't make sense at all for most people. And more people are looking for new opportunities. And I always say, it's everything is possible. Everything is possible. What you really want, just go for it. I mean, most people just dreaming and talking. Only a few of them of us are doing. Just go for it. Just go for it. And whatever it is, try it out. I mean, maybe it's a failure, meaning you get a feedback, you make it differently or something else. But if you don't try out, you never know. And I think we only regret things that we, at the end of our journey, that we haven't tried out. We've been dreaming of, but I don't know, we've been scared, or we've been taking care what others talk about, or think of us, or tell us. No, go for it. Whatever it is, try it out. It's really fun. Sometimes stressful, but it's a positive stress. This is a powerful stress, motivational stress, so-called stress.
It's so true, Roland. You know what I want to add to that? When I think about when I was 20 or when I was 30, I was nervous about this and worried about that and thinking that this person was thinking this and this person's thinking that. And I said to myself just yesterday, I said, do you realize you're going to, this is to me, I'm like, do you realize you're going to be 61 years of age? You don't have to worry about any of those things. It's ridiculous. Let it go. You already started 2 businesses. You're writing, but you're teaching. I mean, I had somebody say to me, now I just want to know your thoughts about this. I told someone I was teaching these classes, fitness classes, and the person said to me, how long do you think you can keep it up? And I said, what? I'm sorry, what? And the person said, well, you are a certain age. How long do you think you can teach? And I said, my mother was playing tennis against 40-year-olds when she was 80. Okay. So I'm not limiting myself in some kind of box, but I thought that's what this person's probably doing, limiting themselves about how long they can do something or how well or how effective they'll be.
Yeah. And they never start.
No.
They can tell you exactly why it's not working, but they never tried it out themselves.
So true. What is that all about, Roland? Is it just something that we automatically go to the fear factor?
Yes. I mean, to be honest, sometimes I also feel fear, and I'm a little bit of anxieties and self-doubt. I also have them. We had several conversations about that. I do, but it doesn't stop me. I'm thinking, okay, where it's coming from, what's going on in my mind. I said, well, okay, let it go. Thanks. I said, thanks to my mind to remember me. I don't have to be careless. Yeah, not too well, but thanks a lot. But I keep going. I know what I'm doing. I keep going. And if I don't know what to do, I ask somebody who is already there where I want to be. And I never ask my neighbor, or I don't know, the grocery shop or the butcher or the baker. I ask people who are there where I want to be and ask for advice. So yeah, absolutely. But people are so fear-driven. First of all, it's fear-driven. And the thing is, they are so afraid of failing. And then, oh my gosh, what is my family thinking about me? What is my neighbor thinking about me? I have a very good friend of mine. Actually, he's the same age like me, a little bit, half a year older than me. He was a top CEO of a huge bank in Austria, and he was one of my students. I was teaching on a private university, top managers who did an MBA or something like that. And I was teaching there for a few years. And he became a friend of mine. He booked all my classes. But anyway, and then he went out of the company. He was 56, 57, started his own businesses, invested money. And then he got so much pressure from his wife. He always told me, so much pressure. And actually he gave up. And we had a call last week, and he told me, since 1st of January this year, actually 2nd, the first was a holiday, I'm working again as an employee for an insurance company. I said, what the heck are you doing? He said, yeah, there was too much pressure from my family side. So I guess people get a lot of pressure. And I think that they don't do it for a bad reason. They just want to protect you, because they never experienced to be by your own, or they never experienced by starting a business. They never experienced by taking risks. And I think it's not negative by them, that they just want to protect you, because they think with their mindset, with their belief system, with their small world. And there's nothing negative, but I would never listen to them. I will say thanks for your feedback, but I have a plan, I have an idea, I have a vision, I go for it. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That makes a lot of sense. So, what are some of the things that are coming up for you, let's say, or came up for you in the last year or two to get you where you are today, thinking about doing something new, or for somebody else who's out there thinking about doing something new? What are some catalysts that you can identify and say, okay, this is something I need to listen to? It's that intuition, it's that voice in my head. Maybe I need to make more money. Maybe I'm bored with what I'm doing. I've lost my passion. What are your thoughts?
Well, my personal thing is actually there are two main things. Actually, it was the separation of my second wife was one thing, and the second was the old experiences since 2020. You know, this pandemic that was going on. So I had two businesses at the time. One was a very successful consulting and coaching business. I was traveling all over the world except Australia. I was working for huge international companies as their head trainer. So I was facilitating sales trainings, management trainings all over the world, and I was actually I spent, I don't know, 200 days somewhere in a hotel and teaching and training, and I made some good money, and in my so-called spare time I was running a retreat center in Mallorca where we organized yoga retreats and stuff like that. And with all this things that went on, government shut down for no reason the businesses. I was not able to fly. All my American clients told me no, nobody is allowed to travel. So our sales people, our management is not allowed to travel, is not allowed to meet in person. So there was no consulting, there was no trainings, no workshop, not. So from a high six-figure income, bam, to absolute zero. That's one thing. And then also there was no booking in 2000. There was a booking, but all cancellation in 2000, in 20, 21, 22, nothing, zero, but the same costs. And I said, what should I do? And I was living on my savings, and it was okay. But the savings get smaller and smaller and smaller. And oh my gosh, I'm getting older. I need to do something. And to be honest, I was struggling, to be honest. Of course, because I love consulting, I love teaching, I love facilitating training. I love it. But I said, okay, it's not working anymore. I tried it the last 4 years. I did some online stuff with my clients, but it was not satisfying for myself because I love to meet people and see them. It was not satisfying for me. Companies are, I don't know how it's in the US, but in Europe, companies are closing, more and more bankrupt. Many companies are leaving Germany. I don't know, the German industry is down, totally dead. I don't know if you know Mercedes-Benz, you know this German trademark, the cars, Mercedes-Benz?
Of course.
It's not German anymore. It's 100% Chinese.
Wow.
They announced 2 weeks ago that now they sold all the retail stores in Germany where you can buy Mercedes also to the Chinese. So it's 100% Chinese. It's gone. Huge companies leaving Germany. So my clients are gone. There was nothing to consult. There was nothing to teach. They're saving money. A lot of people are fired. 100,000 people are fired. So there was nothing to consult. I did some jobs, yes, but it was not the volume, not anymore the volume. It was only, I guess, less than 10% of all it before. That's the reason. So I thought, okay, what can I do? What the heck I'm doing? Finding, and with more effort and more finding clients in the same, or do something different. And I made a decision, said, okay, I have to do something different. I mean, I cannot change the market. I cannot change the market environment. It's impossible. I know that all the other trainers and consultants are suffering too. Some people will never be honest and tell you, but it is like it is. And so I decided doing something differently. And, during the pandemic, I couldn't leave the island for a few months. There was a lot of time to think. I couldn't go out. I couldn't meet friends. So I was thinking, what shall I do? What shall I do? And to be honest, I'm very honest. I'm very transparent. I was thinking about different options where I can make a heck of hell of money. And then I said, Roland, you only want to do it for the money. You only want to do it for money. Would you do it with less money? I said, no, not at all. I don't like it. But I would do it because you can make a hell of money. And I got some options. I get some opportunities from companies to work for them for a high six-figure income. But I said, no, I only do money. It's what I want to do. I don't want to a price. I don't want to run into burnout because they don't give you the money for free. There will be a lot of pressure coming to me. And I said, no. I want to enjoy life. I want to take care about myself, about my family, my kids, my friends, about myself. I don't go for it. I have to find something different. So I was thinking, what I really want to do, what I'm passionate about it. And then, we started, our corporation started. I learned a lot about broadcasting, about interviewing, talking, even more talking on a TV station and stuff like that. So I started doing my own German video podcast that becomes an audio podcast soon. I produced 140 videos. I started writing books because that's what I always wanted to do. I never did it before. So I started writing books, stuff like that. And I said, I only do what I really want to do. I really want to do. I don't go for the money. And if it's not working for me, I have less money. I'm happy. And look at me. Do I look like a burnout person? No, not at all. I'm healthy. I'm fit. I'm very positive. I have a happy life. I said, okay, if it's not working for me, I will have less money, but it's fine for me. It's fine for me. And then I got the chance, actually 6-7 months ago, somebody approached me and asked me if I can do something for them. And we had a 6-7-8 month journey about communicating, dealing, and I decided, okay, I go with them. And it's not because of the money. Of course, there's money in, but it's because that's what I love to do. I started a sales career again. I'm building up a European sales force for a company, for a product. I'm absolutely love it. So I only said, okay, I do it because I love the product. And I love the guy behind it, and I love the idea, and I love the market, and it fits perfect to my lifestyle. Because, to be honest, I always say, if you love the product, become a customer, you don't have to sell it. But it fits perfect to my lifestyle. So it took me a while to find out what it is. And in between, I was worrying, to be honest. I was worrying a little bit, what's the future bringing? But I was always trusting the process. And I said, okay, jacalyn, I never have a plan B. I go for one thing and I go for that and I do that. I said, okay, I start this, I do it. And I'm just waiting and be open for opportunities and finding for the right things. I am not willing to compromise anymore in my becoming 60. It doesn't make any sense. So that's more or less how it started.
Congratulations. That's super exciting. I'm really happy for you. So
Thank you.
It just goes to show you also that it's your network, it's your connections, and it's your passion and that desire. You are like me in that you're open to trying things, and that you're not, your motto is that it's, what is it? Not in the box, it's outside the box. There is no box.
There's no box.
There's no box.
There's no box at all.
Take that box and get out of here. So no, I love that. But many people put themselves in certain boxes. And I've heard people say they've got a long list. It's almost like when they're trying to meet someone and the list is so long. I don't know how they could possibly find anybody with all those attributes, but it's the same thing when they're looking to make a career choice. I have to have this and this and this and this. And meanwhile, what are they willing to give? This, but they want this and they're going to give this.
That's not working at all. Yeah, but what happened to me is, I said, this company approached me, and the reason for that, I have a huge network. I know many people. And actually, when I started with this company, I thought, oh my gosh, I have thousands and thousands of contacts. But anyway, so I just tell you how this story began with this particular company. I have a very, very good friend, very successful businessman, and we met over 20 years ago when I was in the Just Plus business. The product we had both taken, the supplements. When I was in Just Plus business, very, very active. And he came in and trained us. He did a lot of trainings with us. And from there, I guess, I don't know, it's over 20 years ago. We became friends and meet privately. He visited me on Mallorca, I visited him in Syria, stuff like that. So we're still always in contact. And he's a consultant too, in a different area. And we did podcasts together, German podcast, business podcasts together about his business and stuff like that. So, and he knows me, he trusts me. I know that he's a very honest person with high standards of moral. We have the same values. Like myself, he knows me, he trusts me, I trust him 100%. And actually, he approached me in last summer, and I said, Roland, I'm consulting a guy who runs many companies. Really, this guy's crazy. He runs many companies, and he invented a product, And I suggested you because you can be an influencer. You're living in a motorhome, you're living and traveling through Europe, working and living in your motorhome, and it's an outdoor kitchen, highest quality, highest standard quality, Swiss made, and he's looking for an influencer. You can do I don't know, posting on social media for your followers or writing blogs and stuff like that, because you live this lifestyle I've never experienced. That's how I approached it. I said, yeah, interesting, but can I make money? So what I want to tell you, our audience, is in the beginning, it was not that big, this business opportunity that it is right now. So it just approached me because they're looking for somebody like an influencer like myself, and podcasting and being on social media and sharing my lifestyle and living in my home and using this outdoor kitchen, and I get paid a little bit for that. That was the start. So introduce yourself. And in this conversation, the guy found out, my friend knew it, but the owner of this company didn't know that I'm a sales consultant, that I was a long career successfully internationally, building up sales forces worldwide for myself, for my own companies, teaching and training, facilitating huge companies in the sales for stuff like that, very successfully. And he said, oh my gosh, maybe you can start selling the product too. I said, as a salesperson. And I said, yeah, why not? Let's start as a salesperson. Let's go back to the field. Let's get back where my roots are. Why not? I love the product. Yeah, it could be fun, just not teaching and training people, but yeah, go back to sales and sell the product on a commission basis and make money. And then we met, and I gave him a lot of advices just to avoid mistakes from my experience. So, and this guy was listening to me, and actually, to make a long story short, after 8 months, I signed up as the European sales director. So I'm in charge for building up the whole European market first, and then the US market. But it started with the offer of becoming an influencer and doing some, I don't know, podcasts or social media posting. And then it at the end, it ended up as their European sales manager. So you never know what's going up. And why I'm telling you the story is, follow your dream, follow your passion, but you really want to do it. It fits into your lifestyle. The job has to fit into your lifestyle. Most people go the other way around. They try to fit the lifestyle into the job. That's not a good choice, ladies and gentlemen. So be clear. What is your goal? Meaning, what is your goal for your life? No, not your job goal. What is your goal for life? Where do you want to live? How do you want to live? With whom you want to live? Yeah. What is important for you in life? And then choose the job or the business opportunity wisely that fits to your lifestyle. And that's my journey. And as I said, I'm becoming 60 this year, and I found an amazing opportunity with a product I love, with a personal love, and starting something new besides my consulting teaching. I will keep my consulting, but with less hours. I will continue podcasting. I will continue writing books for sure, but the main, I guess, 80% or 70% of the power goes into building up the European sales force. But again, the story is, follow your dreams. And I said, I saw this opportunity, and I started small. I said, yeah, why not the influencer? Why not becoming a salesperson? And at the end, I signed up as the manager. So that's the story. But it's not about me. I just want to encourage you. Everything is possible.
Yeah, I love this. I'm really super stoked about it. Thank you. Roland, something that comes up, not in this example with you, but just in general, because I've seen this happen. Someone has a passion, they have an opportunity, they want to pursue it, and they go home, and their partner, significant other, roommate, housemate, what are you doing? What are you thinking? I'm not going to sign up for this. I'm not going to support you in this. I'm not. And then the person gets disheartened, or they say, hey, you know what? This is what I'm going to do. You know where the door is. What do you do when you can't get the support, or you don't get the support of the people closest around you, but you know this is your calling?
I don't want to get sued by many wives. Well, I don't think that is egoism. Again, I think if you have a partner or not, doesn't matter. First of all, think about yourself. What you have to live your life, not your children's life, your partner's life, your person. You have to live your life. What is important? As I said, what is important for you? What do you want to do? And then choose wisely your partner. And I was married 2 times, and maybe somebody else is going with you. Maybe if your partner is with you, best, cool. If not, make a decision. Stay unhappy with your partner, or maybe you find a different partner that supports you in your dreams. That's my belief system. Okay, that's my belief. But it's a personal choice you have to take. What is more important for you? Suffering and not losing your partner, or go your way and like I did. I left the marriage 2 times. I was fucking scared. I said, my gosh. First of all, the divorcement is expensive, losing money. I was fucking scared. And I thought, but I felt good. I felt free. I felt good. Of course, I separated from my partner and tried to keep a good communication, especially when you have kids. But I said, I have to follow my heart. I don't want to be unhappy, because when I'm unhappy, my kids are unhappy, my wife is unhappy. That doesn't make any sense. So if my partner doesn't want to go with me, fine, absolutely fine. But it doesn't stop me. It's fine. Maybe from my point of view, maybe she finds somebody that fits better to her. Why not? Yeah, why not?
Well, and also something else I want to add is many times that initial reaction could be based on fear or misunderstanding or lack of communication, or thinking, oh, now he's going to be traveling. I'm going to be here by myself. He's going to be meeting people, going to events. So maybe find out, just have a real conversation. Well, sweetheart, what is it that you're upset about? What is it that's concerning you? And then let the person air what it is they have to air, and find out, is there a way to come together, or is this going to be so much work over here and you're not going to be able to focus over there, and you're not going to be happy anywhere. And then you have to make some decisions.
Absolutely, Dr. Jacalyn. Absolutely, Dr. Jacalyn. First of all, you have a nice conversation and find out, okay, where is it coming from? Where's this fear coming from? What beliefs is behind it? Maybe you can sort it out. And when you can sort it out, fine. But mostly it's just that the person doesn't want it, because I see it so many times in relationship, and to be honest, I experience it. It's all about controlling the other. It's who has more power, who is in control, and sorting it out. But again, if you want to do it and your partner is not with you, you have to make a choice. You have to make a choice. And I always did the choices, and I made bad choices too in the past. I will never forget. Sorry, my first wife, but I had an amazing dog at the time I met her, and then she said, "It's me or the dog," and I made a bad choice. Well, actually, she became the mother of my 3 amazing boys, but I gave the dog away. And this should be a sign. If somebody forces you to give your beloved dog away, I would never do this again. And I remember my second wife, when I was very successful in the Choose Plus business. I had a huge team in Europe, and I was one of the main speakers, and I was in the top 20 or something. And she said, yeah, she doesn't want to do this in this and this and this. I said, hey, that's my business. It's financing our lifestyle. You're in or you're out, but I don't give up the business. It's about having a clear standing, especially for men. Dr. Jacalyn, I'm working a lot with men. Especially for men, they need their standing, having a clear standing, coming back in her masculine power and have a clear standing. And it's not about toxic masculinity. It's not about egoism, not at all. It's about having a clear standing and knowing as a man, what exactly do you want? Where is your direction? Where is your goal? I miss it so many times with other men in a conversation. They just do this a little bit, this a little bit, this a little bit. My gosh, where are you driving to?
Yeah. I really appreciate what you're sharing. And I'll just add in, and you know this, that when I left my corporate career and the paycheck and the benefits and the traveling and the 5-star resorts and the first class tickets, et cetera, And I started doing the radio show and then what we're doing today. And people were like, are you out of your mind? Like, is there something seriously wrong with you? And I remember I gave my resignation at work, and it was such an incredible moment when my then manager said, you know what? I really respect you and admire you. I wish I was doing this. I wish I had the courage to do it.
Absolutely, Dr. Sometimes people told me, "Hey, Roland, I'm crazy." I said, "No, I'm crazy. I just do things that you would also love to do if you have the balls for it." That's the point. I can absolutely refer to it. Many people tell me, "Hey, Roland, I would love to do what you're doing, but I don't have the courage to do it. I don't have it. I don't have the balls to do it. There's too much fear for failing. There's too much worries. What do my neighbor think? What my family thinks?" So, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And something else I want to add to that is when I started teaching fitness classes, which this is not the first time I've done it, but it's the first time in a number of years. And each time I'm mentally preparing to go in and teach spin or yoga or TRX. And I'm just like, oh, I feel nervous. And what's my sequence going to be? And I said to myself, you know what? You're the instructor. You're certified. You're the one they hired. You're the one that's going to teach this class. Get it together. So the point is that we can have our own self-doubts, which are just self-imposed, unless you have someone like the person I was speaking to saying, how long do you think you can do this? Just crazy. Just crazy. So what are some tips for people out there? Let's say people are not happy doing what they're doing. They're not really reaching out to anyone. I mean, every show we say, reach out to Roland. And for people who are not reaching out, I don't know what they're doing. I mean, you're here offering assistance, advice, direction, connection. So that's the first thing. What is it that keeps people from actually reaching out to someone else to ask for help, to ask for mentorship, just to ask a question? Hey, Roland, how did you do what you're doing?
Because they're so fucking afraid when they get some advice. They said, "Oh shit, there's no reason to hold back. I have to go." And they're so scared about the first step. People are so scared about doing the first step. That's all about. And yeah, because sometimes I ask people, why not do it? I said, yeah, because when I talk to you and I listen to you, and then I said, oh my God, I could do it, but I'm so scared. People are they're so scared. They're so scared about failing, about disappointing their partner or the kids or whatever. And people feel the point is when you have a certain lifestyle and you just in this treadmill, it's easier to dream about adventures than live the adventures, and just people just happy dreaming about it because it's safe. It doesn't cost anything. It's safe. It gives and so many people are living in an illusion. They're in the treadmill, but as they're dreaming of a different life, they have the illusion that they'll have a better life. It's just an illusion.
Yeah, it's so true. And then the other thing is people will say, oh, I have this regret and that regret. Well, you're still here. Hello. You still have an opportunity to go out and do something to make some changes. But instead, they feel grounded in that negative energy because they can bring others in and all of us can sit and have a pity party and go, oh, boo-hoo, I wish we did that. You're still here. You still have an opportunity. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, I mean, Dr. That if somebody is absolutely happy with his or her life, fine, why not? But if somebody is not happy and is complaining and not changing, I don't understand this, and have so hundreds of justifications why I don't do it. If you're 100% happy, hey, great, congratulations. If you're happy with your partner, with your business, with your job, perfect. But if you're not, change. What are you waiting for? It's not going to be better if you're not. It's about you. Don't wait for somebody else to rescue you. If you're not happy, change. And to be honest, change today, not tomorrow. That's the point. If you're 100% happy, fine. But be honest. Be honest to yourself. Is this the life you really have been dreaming of? Is this the life you dream of when you have been a kid? Is it or is it not? Maybe you say, yeah, but I have a family, I have this and this. Yeah. Of course you have, because this is your current situation is the result of all the decisions you made in the past. But for the future, you can make different decisions today. Absolutely, it's up to you.
It's true. I was talking to a business owner recently, and I made a suggestion about expanding the business, and I gave some concrete examples. And the person said, "Oh, my wife will divorce me." That was the person's first answer. I thought, "Wow, that says something right there." Not open to hearing about the opportunity, just boom, my wife will divorce me. What do you think that means?
Well, my first question would be, sir, sorry, who is in charge for this company? Who is the CEO?
Yeah, so it's that person, the person I spoke to.
Yeah.
You're saying it's the
That's right.
person's wife, really?
Are you kidding me? Who is in charge? Who is in the driver's seat of this company? Who is it? Yeah,
So I have a question though about that. Many times the significant other or the spouse is behind the scenes and they're really calling the shots.
mostly. But most men are not aware about it, who is in control. That's why I ask them, who the fuck is in the driving seat? And there's something
What
to look
answer
at
do you
there.
normally hear?
Sorry?
What answer do you normally hear?
Some people are just escaping and say, no. And some people said, holding a second and said, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I said, yeah. Who is in the driving seat? Who is in the fucking driving seat?
So let's say in this scenario that the significant other or the spouse is the one really calling the shots. So what does that entrepreneur, that CEO, that business owner, what self-realization do they have to come to about the future of their business, about their brand, if they're not the one really running it and somebody's behind the curtain, so to speak?
Yeah. But I always ask them, who is in charge? Who is responsible? Who is making the decision? I mean, of course, you can always ask your partner for advice or whatever. Yeah, but I know that many women. As I said it a few minutes before. I see it in so many relationships, and I experienced one too. Women want to control men from the beginning because that's what they learned from their mom. A woman is always behaving or sees her partner, her man, as her mother saw her father. It's always the same. It's always the same pattern. And when her mom was a control freak, she's going to be a control freak too. Women want to control men. Yeah, not in general, but most. I see it. That's the reason why the men's coaching business is booming like hell. They want to get in the driving seat bed, or sorry, when I said they want to feel their balls again.
I love that. I love that. As we come to a close for today's show, I want you to talk a little bit about your work as a writer, soon to be published, because that's a part of a new career that someone could be an author or a publisher or a consultant for publishing. Tell us about what you're doing in that space.
Yeah, actually, it was always a dream since I was in school and later as a student, become a writer. And I was so scared. My belief system that I'm not good enough, and I'm not sophisticated enough, and I can talk, but I'm not good in writing. Actually, I was good in my mother language is German. So I was good in German philology. I had no problem with grammar or whatever. But I saw I'm not good enough in writing. I don't have I'm not creative enough in my mind, stuff like that. I always had this belief system. But it always came back and back and back. Yeah, I want to do it. And when I started my consulting career almost 30 years ago, so many delegates came to me and said, can you recommend your book? And did you write a book? And I would love to buy a book from you. And I said, no, I don't do it. And I always said, there are much better writers out there about the topic. They must have it. It was always my answer. And as I said, with 2020, everything changed, and I was thinking about, and I said, wow, maybe I should write a book. Why not? And then luckily you introduced me to Red, and I told Red, I want to write a book, but I believe I'm not good enough. And he said, I forget, he said, yeah, but you can talk. Why are you going to record the content of your book and then make a transcription, or there are companies offering transcription? So that's how I started. So again, it's always about doing the first step. It took me many years, but it's never too late, and it was an amazing experience. The first book is finished but not published, so we are working on the, what do you call it, on the cover. But the second book is already in progress, and I love it. It's absolutely fantastic. And again, after I have done the first step, everything else was easy. Well, easy. I love what I'm doing. It was easy writing, but it's always again and again. No matter what you're doing, writing a book or starting a new business or starting a new hobby or a new sport, whatever it is, it's all about the first step. Overcoming the fear doing the first step.
Absolutely. And I just want to add to that the collective you will find your support group. You will find your tribe, so to speak. That doesn't mean that everybody you know now, that doesn't mean the people you love, they're all going to be like, yay, go, that's amazing. Because people have their own fears. Oh, maybe he won't be around now. Maybe he'll leave me now. Maybe this, maybe that. There's a million maybes. But you will find people who are very supportive, just like Roland. I found you, you found me. We've been supportive of each other's work for the last, I don't know if it's 3 years now. I lost track, but you can find people from other parts of the world you didn't even know. You just have to put yourself out there and believe in what you're doing.
You're so right, that's really amazing. Once you made a decision, everything is changing. As you meet new people, new opportunities is coming in. And I see this with this new business I was starting with, with this company. I made some phone calls the last 2 days with people all over Europe, and I said, okay, I know 1,000 people, I know 2,000 people, I said, my gosh, doors are opening, but doors are only open when you make a decision again, when you make the first step, and it's coming. Trust the process. It's coming. It's absolutely coming. That's so true. Because in the beginning I said, my gosh, I don't know. I said, okay, let's do it. No risk, no fun. What can I lose? And I started. I said, oh, there's the door opening. There's the door. Meet this person. This person introduces you to another person, and on and on and on and on. And to be honest, if you're not 100% asshole and people don't hate you, yeah, doors are going to open, of course.
Now, quick next follow-up question before we close out. What about when people think, because I know I've done this myself, oh, everything's going so well, something bad's going to happen. I know something bad's going to happen. Or you have two decisions to make and you make the one and it turns out maybe you should have made the other, but maybe not. Maybe we're supposed to go down this path. So when obstacles come up or self-doubt starts to sneak its way in, what do you do, Roland?
What I do personally?
Yes.
I'm just thinking why I started. What was my goal? What was my dream? What was my why? Let's call it. What was my why I started? Is this why still important for me? Yes. Then I keep going and I find a solution how I come closer to my why. And again, sometimes, of course, I also make a wrong decision. Yes. But it's better to make a wrong decision than no decision. And when I make a wrong decision, I find out, oh my gosh, it was a wrong one. Okay, change it, do something different. But for me, the first of all is I always go back to my why. What was my why? Is it still there? Yes. Okay. Find a way out to come closer to my why. That's my strategy.
Yes.
Because I need my internal motivation, why I'm doing something.
Look for the solution. And something else that's been a hard lesson for me, but I really live by it now, is put your emotion aside. Check it at the door and then be logical, rational, practical. Look for the solution, because emotions will always get us distracted and take us down a different path that might not be the best one for us.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not about suppressing emotion. Emotion gives you feedback. But when I have a negative emotion, I say, thank you. But now it's not time for it. It's not time for it. Thank you. But I keep going.
Thank you, but not today. Roland, it's been a very enjoyable show with you as always. What's the best way for people to reach out to you? And of all the people out there in the world, who would you like to contact you? When you see somebody, you send you an email or they reach out to you on LinkedIn, you go, wow, this is excellent because I see a great fit here. Who would that great fit be for you?
Who is a great fit for me? Somebody who really wants to change, who really wants to do something different, who really wants to follow her or his dream. And they're only talking about who want to do, who becomes from talking in doing, from dreaming into doing, into action. And if somebody needs support to do the first step, to be encouraged, the first steps, you're more than happy to contact me. And the best way is send me an email on my email address. It's in the banner. And if you can't read, maybe you listen on a podcast show. It's office at, and that's my name, roland-friedl.com. I will spell it for you. It's ROLAND FRIEDL, roland-friedl.com. Office. Send me an email. If you are committed, if you're 100% serious about changing, we both don't want to waste time, but if you want to do something, but you need encouragement, you need to talk to somebody who did it, you're more than welcome.
Fantastic. Thank you, my friend. I'm so proud of you. Congratulations. Keep up the great work. And I look forward to seeing you next week, Roland.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me. Have an amazing rest of the week and see you next week again. Bye-bye to our audience, wherever you're joining us. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Please do reach out to Roland. Go to LinkedIn right now. Look him up, Roland Friedl. You've seen his name. It's there in the show notes. Send him a message that you're serious, you want to connect. And I just want to also acknowledge the fact that we are on audio platforms as well as LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. And you can find all of our shows organized in playlists on our YouTube channel, which is USA Global TV and Radio. Also, we have a new offering, which I'm looking for the show graphic. It's our Amazon live show. So if you are an author or you are someone who has products for sale on Amazon and you would like to do an Amazon live interview with me, please go over to our website. I'm an Amazon influencer, and I do get paid a small commission for any sales that are made during the show. But not only will you be on Amazon Live, but you will be on all of our other platforms, and we will rerun your show up to 3 times. So there you go. Go over to usaglobaltv.com, book your session. Okay, we're signing off right now. I want to say thank you so much for being here. Our next show is coming up, and it is A Woman's Prerogative. We're going to take a look at our sponsorships. Thank you so much. Please do watch. There's a lot of important messages here. Thanks for being here. Bye. USA Global TV and Radio proudly presents our partner and sponsor, Mr. Philip Sykes and the British School of Excellence, building confidence, changing lives. And now, proudly presenting the Polished Professional.
On a transformative journey with the British School of Excellence's comprehensive suite of masterclasses, crafted to elevate your professional and personal life. 8 outstanding modules will elevate you to the next level. Module 1, Exploring Life's Purpose, delves into the depths of self-discovery, guiding you to chart your unique path to fulfillment and success. Module 2, Mastering Professional Presence and Confidence. This masterclass is a deep dive into the art of self-assurance and commanding presence, which is essential for standing out in today's competitive landscape. Module 3, Learn the secrets of visual impact, how to curate a personal style that amplifies your professional brand. Module 4, Mastering Professional Etiquette and Communication Excellence, navigating the nuances of corporate interaction with grace and tact. Module 5, Elegance in Eloquence. We impart powerful techniques to captivate and persuade any audience with your oratory skills. Module 6, Unlock the Potential of Your Emotional Intelligence, EQ. and harness the ability to connect, empathize, and lead with emotional savvy. Module 7, Mastering DISC, building a gateway to understanding behavioral styles, fostering better personal and professional relationships. Module 8, Mastery in Dining Etiquette, building your confidence to perfect the subtleties of dining with finesse, enhancing your social savviness at any table. Step into the Polished Professional program where poise, elegance, and excellence aren't just taught, they're instilled for life. Join us to redefine your potential and polish your professional edge.
To learn more, go to thebritishschoolofexcellence.com. The British School of Excellence are investors in people. Let us invest in you.